Students, now we shall discuss another topic of human resources management, and that is of the job training methods. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the following topics. What is of the job training? Use of the job training methods, advantages and disadvantages of the job training methods, of the job training methods such as lecture, discussion, audiovisual, case study, case incidents, behavior modeling, role plays, games, simulations, and action learning. And then we shall describe how and when to effectively use each training method. We shall define the physical and psychological fidelity. We shall describe the factors to consider when choosing a training method. We shall define a blended delivery approach to training, and we shall see the difference between on-the-job training and off-the-job training methods. So at first, we shall discuss what is off-the-job training. Off-the-job means off from the office environment. That means the trainees are not given training at the office compound. They are taken away from the office in a separate place and training is given. So this training is not a practical training method. So in this training method, methods are conducted in separate from the job environment, and adequate study material is supplied to the trainees. There is a full concentration on learning rather than performing, and there is freedom of expression of the trainees. Now we shall see the use of the job training methods. Study shows that classroom programs, that is a of the job training method, used by 91% of the companies, videotapes used by 79%, workbooks or manuals 77%, overhead transparencies 56%, business books 55%, role playing 55%, and other such as audio tapes, self-testing instruments, case studies, slides, etc. As off-the-job training methods are convenient and useful, therefore the companies are using these training methods. Dear students, now we shall see the advantages and disadvantages of the job training methods. Advantages. In these training methods, a range of skills or qualifications can be obtained. Can learn from outside specialists or experts, and employees can be more confident when starting job. And the disadvantages are more expensive. For example, transport and accommodation expenses are there, low working time and potential output from employee. New employees may still need some induction training, and employees now have new skills or qualifications and may leave for better jobs. These are the disadvantages of the job training methods. Dear students, now we shall see the different types of the job training methods. The types are lecture, discussion, audiovisual method, case study, case incident, behavior modeling, role play, games, simulations, vestibule training, programmed instructions, and action learning. Lecture is the first type and the most popular type of the job training method. In this training, lecturer, who is a specialist or an expert of the subject, he mostly delivers lectures on a particular topic, and trainees learn from the lecture. Usually, lecture method is more useful for the white collar or managerial employees. In this lecture, sometimes some kind of management issues can be presented from the expert, and the managerial people can learn from this lecture effectively. There are some advantages and disadvantages of lecture method. Dear students, now we shall see the advantages or merits and disadvantages or demerits of lecture method of training. Advantages: large amounts of information can be transferred in short period of time. Least expensive and least time consuming way to present large amount of information efficiently in organized manner. Cost per trainee is very low. Key points can be emphasized and repeated. Trainers can be assured that the participants are all hearing the message, that means instruction, any procedural sense, etc. And many employees are comfortable while lecture because they are familiar with this. And the disadvantages of lecture method are low interest of employees. Trainees are forced to be passive learners. The attention span of listener is normally 15 to 20 minutes. Lecture is not very effective for development of skills and changing of attitudes. Does not accommodate any difference in trainees' ability. It is not learning by practice or learning by doing. One-way communication with relatively less participation or passive participation. No authentic feedback mechanism, likely to lead to boredom for employees, and depends completely on trainer's effectiveness and information. The next method is discussion method. This method is effective sometimes than lecture method. In this method, trainees are given the problem and they are instructed to identify the solutions in discussing among them. That means in this type of training method, discussion is encouraged among the trainees and solutions are identified by the trainees. And this method ensures two-way communication. Now we shall see the merits and demerits of discussion method of training. Merits: group discussion facilitates the exchange of ideas and are good ways to develop critical thinking skill. Social and interpersonal skills are also enhanced. And demerits are, it is not very effective with large numbers of participants. Some group members may dominate with or without effective contribution, and group discussions take a lot of planning time and must be carefully facilitated. Another of this job training method is audio-visual training method. In this method, trainees are shown videotapes or films or PowerPoint slides, and by showing these slides or videotapes or films, training is given to the trainees. This training is sometimes very much effective because this audiovisual method can present the complex and very dynamic situation of an work environment. Here, in this training method, employees are encouraged to watch the movies or the films or the videotapes, and they are encouraged to ask questions. If they do not understand, then trainer makes them understand. So in this training program, there is a scope to see the previous slides or to see the previous part of the audio or the video. So in this way, when training is given, that is called audio visual training method. Another of this job training method is case study method. In this training method, trainees are given a case, and case is developed on the same company or other companies based on a particular problem or situation, and trainees are asked to analyze, discuss, and come to the solution of the problem which is written in the case. Dear students, now we shall see the merits and demerits of case study method. Case study method promotes analytical thinking, encourages open-mindedness, and it is acceptable to everyone as it deals with detailed description of real-life situations. And the demerits of case study method of training are: it may suppress the voice of average trainees, as only those having analytical and vocal skills will dominate the sessions, and preparation of cases involve expenditure and time, and the outcome is not quite certain. Another off-the-job training method is incident training method. Incidents are prepared on the basis of actual situations which happened in different organizations, and each employee in the training group is asked to make decisions as if it is a real life situation. In this training program, later on, the entire group discusses the incident and takes decisions related to the incident on the basis of individual and group decisions. Another off-the-job training method is behavior modeling training method. In this training method, behaviors are videotaped and then those are shown to the trainees, and afterwards they are asked to reproduce those behaviors in their jobs. Now we shall see the merits and demerits of behavior modeling training method. The main merit or advantage of behavior modeling training method is, in this training method, trainees will have the understanding and they can experience the behavior by role playing, by reproducing the behavior which were watched in the videotape. And the disadvantages is this role may not be the real role which they are supposed to perform at work in real life. Behavior modeling is widely used for interpersonal skills training and is common component of many management training programs. The approach is based on Bandera's social learning theory. Behavior modeling typically involves 5 steps, such as modeling, retention, rehearsal, feedback, and transfer of training. Role playing is another type of off-the-job training method. Role playing is an active learning technique in which employees act out situations under the guidance of a trainer. In each scenario, employees take on a role and act out the scene as though it were real. For example, two people might simulate a meeting between an employee and an angry customer. It is a method of human interaction which involves realistic behavior in an imaginary or hypothetical situation. The role players have to quickly respond to the situation that is ever changing and to react to it as they would in the real one. Role playing primarily involves employee-employer relationships, hiring, firing, discussing a grievance problem, conducting a post-appraisal interview, disciplining a subordinate, or a salesman making presentation to a customer. Role playing consists of 3 phases. First phase is development, then second phase enactment, and third phase is debriefing. First, role play must be carefully developed to achieve its objectives. Role play usually consists of scenario in which there are 2 actions. Second, enactment. During the enactment phase, trainees are provided with the role play information and scenarios and are assigned roles. By playing a role, trainees can develop empathy for others and learn what it feels like to be in a particular role. And third, that is debriefing. After the enactment phase is the debriefing phase, which is considered to be the most important phase of the role play and should last 2 to 3 times longer than the enactment of their role play. Another off-the-job training method is game-based training method. Game-based training is designed to make learning fun but it's also designed to improve learning outcomes and help employees improve their skills quickly. Where employees enjoy training, they are more engaged, which helps them remember and apply more of what they learn. Here in game-based learning is a training method that allows learners to explore different parts of games as a form of learning. It is a type of gameplay that has defined learning outcomes. Generally, game-based learning is designed to balance subject matter with gameplay and the ability of the player to retain and apply said subject matter to the real world. In other words, game-based learning is the use of games, analog or digital, for teaching or a subject matter. The idea is to get students to play with already made games to fulfill a learning objective. Another off-the-job training method is simulation. Simulation means imitation of a real-life process using computer or other technical device. For example, the simulation method has been used widely for the purpose of training aeroplane pilots on aeroplane simulator to make them ready to handle and fly aeroplane, because the cost of aeroplane or jet fighter will be very expensive. Hence, employer may not allow directly to get trained on real equipment to avoid damage to equipment or machine, or in sometimes may cause loss of trainee life. To avoid all such risks, by employer giving training on simulator is safe. Merits and demerits of simulation training. Merits: training can concentrate on learning without involving much risk. Interest and motivation are high as real job conditions are duplicated. The method is helpful in cases where on the job training might result in a serious injury and destruction of valuable equipment and material, for example, aeronautical industry. And demerits are, it is an expensive method and need constant updating as new information about work environment is obtained. Vestibule training is another type of off-the-job training method. In this training method, machines or tools are taken away from the real place to the laboratory or to a separate place, and trainees are given training on those machines or the tools. Vestibule training is a term for near the job training, as it offers access to something new. In the early 1800s, factory schools were created due to the Industrial Revolution, in which workers were trained in classrooms within the factory walls, mostly used to train technical staff, office staff, and employees who deal with tools and machines. Employees learn their jobs on the equipment they will be using, but the training is conducted away from the actual work floor by bringing equipment or tools to certain place where training is provided. It allows employees to get a full feel for doing tasks without real work pressures. It minimizes the problem of transferring learning to the job. And this training is provided to employees when new or advanced equipment or tools are introduced to do a particular job. For this purpose, such equipment is brought to a separate place to give demonstration and train how to use and that handle it by employees safely. The next method is programmed instruction. Program instruction is a method of presenting new subject matters to the trainees or students in a graded sequence of controlled steps. Trainees or students work through the programmed material by themselves at their own speed, and after each step test their comprehension by answering an examination question or filling in a diagram. Programmed instruction training involves two essential elements, such as step-by-step series of bits of knowledge is building upon what has gone before, and mechanism for presenting the series and checking on the trainee's knowledge. Questions are asked in proper sequence and indication given promptly whether the answers are correct. This program may be carried out with a book, a manual, or teaching machine. It is primarily used for teaching factual knowledge such as mathematics, physics, etc. The last method, what I am going to discuss today, is action learning. Action learning is a style of learning in which individuals control their own learning experience. Unlike traditional education methods that rely on the development of content by training organizations and delivered by teachers or instructors. This is a training method in which trainees accept the challenges of studying and solving real world problems and accept responsibility for the solution. For example, students or trainees in social work are often sent to work with homeless. Action learning incorporates more of the adult learning principles than any other methods of training, and solving of real organizational problem can be stressful to trainees in this kind of training program. Now we shall see the difference between on-the-job training methods and off-the-job training methods. In on-the-job training method, employee is placed in the real work situation. The employee learn through actual practice and experience. Experienced employee or supervisor demonstrate the job and teach the trick of trade, and employee learn by doing job. And in off-the-job training methods, employee learn by listening or by observing others in a learning situation away from the workplace. Conceptual knowledge and certain skills are learned in this way, and this method supplements the experience gained through on-the-job training. Dear students, you may have a question that which method is the best method of the job training method. Now, there is no exact answer that which method is the best method. Actually, it depends on the training objective. If the objective is to explain the work procedures or explain the management procedures, then definitely lecture method might be useful. But if the employees are new and they are introduced a new machine or new tool, then definitely we should give them vestibule training. Therefore, we cannot say that one method can give the best or total solution. So combination of the methods can help us to train our employees. Dear students, we have arrived at the last stage of today's lecture, and I hope that you have learned something valuable from today's lecture. You learned different methods of off-the-job training methods, and also we distinguish between on-the-job and off-the-job training methods. I believe that this lecture will be useful for you to understand the training methods. Thank you.